Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome on back to the channel. I hope that you're having a great day out there. Actually, hold on one second. There's a little bit too much shadow on the face. I think it'd be better if I turn that just... Yeah, I'm looking a lot brighter now, and you guys are as well. You're looking great in the light now that I can see you. Don't hide in the dark. Come on out into the light. Let's go ahead and listen to Janis Ian. I've never heard of her, but this particular track at 17 was suggested and recommended to me to listen to, so we're going to do so. This is off of her 1975 album, Between the Lines, which was released, I just said it, 1975, her 7th studio album. This particular track was recommended to me by Emmanuel Pahau. No Brains also said that this is a great one. Joel Liebler, I see you now. Sometimes when the names are like close together, it takes me a second to like figure out what I'm reading. Here as well, Keith, Hyder, and quite a lot of people have recommended this one. Steve O'Brien as well, and Just in Time, I think that you suggested here. So, thank you guys so much for the suggestion. I have no idea what to expect, but that's the fun part, right? This is a surprise. So let's go ahead and open our present. We will talk about it after at 17, Janis Ian. Let's go.
I learned the truth at 17, that love was meant for beauty queens. In high school, girls with clear skin smiles who married young and then retired. The Valentines I never knew, the Friday night charades of youth were spent on one more beautiful. At 17 I learned the truth. And those of us with ravaged faces, lacking in the social graces, desperately remained at home, inventing lovers on the phone who called to say, come dance with me, and murmured vague obscenities. It isn't all it seems. It's 17. A brown-eyed girl in hand-me-downs, whose name I never could pronounce, said, pity please the ones who serve, they only get what they deserve. And the rich relation hometown queen marries into what she needs, with a guarantee of company and haven for the elderly. Remember those who win the game, lose the love they sought to gain, in debentures of quality and dubious integrity. The small town eyes will gape at you in dull surprise when payment due exceeds accounts received. It's 17.
And some trumpet too. Doubling up. It's a gorgeous little swell.
To those of us who knew the pain of Valentines that never came, and those whose names were never called when choosing sides for basketball. It was long ago and far away, was younger than today, and dreams were all they gave for free to ugly duckling girls like me. We all play the game when we dare to cheat ourselves at solitaire, inventing lovers on the phone, repenting other lives unknown. They call and say, come dance with me, murmur vague obscenities at ugly girls like me at 17.
How good was that? Oh, how good of a listen was that? Oh, that was really good. That was perfect for this moment. Okay. Just what a beautiful voice. How beautiful does she sound as she's singing? She reminds me of some of like the folk singers that I think of. I can't help but think of Joni Mitchell and the way that she delivers and explains. Obviously, I'm not comparing the two because they have different styles, but more of the emotional is what I'm getting at. More of the way that she's delivering the emotions, what she's feeling, and how it relates to us. What is she trying to make us understand about her and how she's feeling? And the way she delivers that, I think, is so perfect because there's a gentleness to it. There's a sadness behind it and what she's talking about. But as the song goes on, it also grows in resilience. And I think that she finds, this is just my headcanon as I'm kind of listening and stuff, I think that she kind of finds an inner strength as she moves on, as the song goes on. There's a confidence that's built. And kind of you get the same thing from the actual composition of the music, where it's very simple at first, just some not stark, but kind of isolated guitar work. And then eventually it builds up with the shaker, the drums, which are still very subtle, eventually lending itself to trumpet. And then you even have either a brief string section that comes in for a moment. There's some little, I don't know exactly what, it just makes me think of like a musical triangle, little ding, ding, like kind of musical notes there as well. Either way, really gorgeous composition that's just dressed up quite gracefully is what I'm kind of getting at. And once again, the way that it builds up in lieu of what I kind of feel is happening emotionally is just brilliant. Really love her voice, really love the way it all came about. And the guitar playing was sensational. Just absolutely sensational in here. So let's look at these lyrics here, which I think are quite good. I learned the truth at 17 that love was meant for beauty queens. I love when a song, within the first two lines, it already, for lack of better words, spits some truth. You can already get so much out of just those two lines. At an early age, she learned that, as she says, that love was meant for beauty queens. They got all the attention, the beautiful people, as Manson said. And high school girls with clear-skinned smiles who married young and then retired. The Valentines I never knew, the Friday night charades of youth were spent on one more beautiful. At 17, I learned the truth. So, like I said, she kind of understood this truth, and she learned it from a young age already. And once again, there's a sadness there. You can even feel the regrets, all the charades of youth, all the things that, you hear about it, you're supposed to be doing and this and that. Like, I never got to experience that. And those of us with ravaged faces, lacking in the social graces, desperately remained at home, inventing lovers on the phone who called to say, come dance with me, and murmured vague obscenities. It isn't all it seems at 17. Like, these are really powerful lyrics, right? And I think, first of all, there's so much to gather from here. I mean, there really is. There's body image and confidence and, confidence in yourself and losing confidence in yourself, inventing confidence and becoming who you really are. And accepting that first for yourself, but sometimes you want someone else to accept that. You want that love. You want that relationship. This is so good. A brown-eyed girl in hand-me-downs, whose name I could never pronounce, said, pity please, the ones who serve, they only get what they deserve. And the rich relation hometown queen marries into what she needs with a guarantee of company and haven for the elderly. Remember, those who win the game lose the love they sought to gain. In debentures of quality and dubious integrity, their small-town eyes will gape at you in dull surprise when payment due exceeds accounts received at 17. So I'm getting kind of from what she's saying there is she also understood even deeper that it isn't all that it seems. All that glitters isn't gold. And so, these people that she's looking at, the prom queens and all these people that, the beautiful ones, no, there's some other stuff probably going on. There's some other things happening. So maybe everything isn't as well, like I said, as it seems, basically. We all play the game, and when we dare to cheat ourselves at solitaire, inventing lovers on the phone, repenting other lives unknown. They call and say, "Come dance with me," and murmur vague obscenities at ugly girls like me at 17. And I like once again the first two lines there. When we dare to cheat ourselves at solitaire, like you're playing yourself. It's your own game. Don't lose at your own game. Don't cheat yourself out of winning when you're the only one playing. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing, what everyone else is thinking. Be true to yourself, and if you're true to yourself, then at least I don't know, you'll be able to motivate yourself and gain that inner confidence. And at the end of the day, who's the only one you need to please? Is yourself. Not in like a selfish way, but I think you know what I mean. Like in a confident way. Let's look. There's a Wikipedia article for this particular track, so let's go ahead and take a look at it here. It says Ian wrote the lyrics on the basis of a New York Times article and used a samba instrumental, and Brooks Arthur produced the final version. Now, the song is about a social outcast at high school, of course. It earned Ian the Grammy Award for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance and Grammy nominations for Record and Song of the Year. That's awesome. The single reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and has sold over 1 million copies as of August 2004. That is really cool. She wrote this when she was 23. Of course, like we said, she was inspired to write this after reading an article in the New York Times about a young woman who thought her life would improve after a debutante ball and her subsequent disappointment when it did not. That's really good, like inspiration. I love the way that an artist or a band can relate and where they get their inspiration from for something, and how they kind of take that into their own and reinterpret it and put themselves into that position in order to, of course, deliver the music accurately. She said she was also uncertain about writing about high school when she had never experienced a homecoming or a prom. She said she purposely took her time with the song to ensure it did not lose its intensity. She repeatedly stopped and started work on it over the course of 3 months as she was living with her mother. I think that's fantastic. That's a really good track. And it was flugelhorn that was being played here, not trumpet, by Burt Collins. So let me get that right. But there was trombone by Alan Rapp. All right. Thank you so much for listening to this alongside with me. This is a really good track. Let me know what you guys thought of it, however, in the comments down below. You can follow me on Twitter and Patreon and such. Don't forget to like the video as well before you leave. Thank you guys for the suggestion once again, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'll see you all later. Bye.